Hi everyone, it's Kathryn Stelljes, owner of the Think Live Be team at Keller Williams Realty at the Parks, and I'm here with your monthly market update. So we're in the month of May, so we are looking at the stats for April. We're always looking a little bit back in time, and we see what's gone on in the market and where we're headed. So if you watch our videos monthly, you know that I didn't post one last month in April because we didn't get the March stats in a timely manner. The Orlando Regional Realtor Association was doing some things with the reports to make them better and more robust. And so we're looking at the trends though. So we can still look at January, February compared to the April numbers and see what the trends are doing here in Central Florida. So we ended April with more sales than we had in January and February by about 1,000. So we had about 2,459 homes sold in the month of April. And that is more than what we've had in the past couple of months. We also had a slight increase in listings. There's a little over 13,000 listings available for sale. That's a lot of options. We haven't had that many options in like a decade. But because the sales numbers increased as well, that put the months of inventory back into a balanced market. So that's the trend, right? So we started the year with over 7 months, almost 8 months of available inventory. That's a buyer's market. And so Central Florida was really feeling that downward pressure on prices, and buyers were having more negotiating power. That's still the case in some areas, but the trend right now, because we're in the spring and summer selling season, is moving back towards more balanced as more homes are sold and the inventory stays roughly the same, slightly more. The inventory level is more balanced. So that means that buyers, you still have negotiating power that you haven't had in a long time across Central Florida. And sellers, you're gonna find that it's gonna take longer to sell the house. So the average days on market right now is 70. If you're thinking about getting your home sold this summer, you need to give me a call like in the next couple days so that we can get prepared to get your home on the market in the next few weeks so that you meet the end of the summer season. The days on market it just keeps getting longer. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking of selling. The prices are still strong. They did not increase year over year. The median sales price is the exact same as it was last year. So it did not decline, but it also did not appreciate if you're comparing April to April of last year. So that's because of all the things we've been talking about before, that downward pressure with all the interest rates and affordability over the last couple of years continuing to make it harder for buyers to purchase homes. Less people are. That leads to downward pressure on pricing, especially as more sellers have listed their homes and more inventory is available, less buyers, supply demand. That means the prices start to not necessarily go down, but they don't appreciate at the same rate that you typically would see. So now what happens next? The next couple of months, we're still in our heavy selling season. So we'll probably see that the months of inventory will continue to be in this balanced spot until the end of summer. And then we'll probably have another shift towards more of a buyer's centric market because that's just normal seasonality for our area. And so listen, if you're a buyer, one thing to note is that it depends on the location. So when you hear that you have more negotiating power, it depends on the location you're looking in. There are pockets where there are still multiple offers. In the last week, we put 2 listings under contract that both had multiple offers. Now, they didn't have multiple offers like the first day they went on the market. That's the difference that you feel. One was about 7 days or 8 days. The other was about 2 weeks. And yet they both had multiple offers for the sellers to choose from. So you really need to let us know, what area you're looking in, and we can analyze that specific location to give you more information about how best to make an offer. What's the strategy? The strategy of your offer, or as a seller, the strategy of your listing price depends on the market that you're specifically in. And remember, real estate is location, location, location. So it's all about where you are locally. But these are the stats for the Central Florida region as a whole. So we are in what's called a balanced market. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing. It means there's kind of room for both parties to find opportunity. So give us a call if you are ready to make a move this year, and we'll look at your specific circumstances.